Do you want to be 37 in braces? I don't. Because I don't. Would have given up the viola. So she could have put that viola payment on the braces. Just so frustrated. I don't know where my rubber band is. Hi everybody, I'm at the dentist today. It is July, I think it's the 10th. Yeah, I was supposed to come here 3 months ago, but I scheduled the appointment, 6 months in advance, which is what you do. I didn't realize at the time that I was going to be selling my house that exact day. I think it was the day I sold my house or the day after. Whatever it was, I knew I wasn't going to be able to come up in here. And I was like, okay, I'll just call up there, get rescheduled. Maybe I go in a week or two. They said July. I mean, I'm proud of y'all. Y'all is booked. Okay? I'm sure the money is coming in. But that's crazy as hell. So I'm probably going to get shamed. I mean, I try my best to brush these teeth. I really do. There's so many different appliances I have and stuff. But the braces are in the way. So bad. So, yeah. I'm about to go up in here and do that. I was like, why is Chelsea on the TV? I forget she has an HGTV show. I think they look at her. It is August 13th and I'm at the orthodontist. I'm not in the mood, so I'm going to try to snap out of it because they just be so peppy. But the problem is I'm really sleepy and it is always raining. Like, I'm wearing a hoodie. I'm cold. It's gray. Look at this. What is this? I don't even have my earrings. I didn't take my hair down. Like, I'm not feeling it at all. I have teeth still. I'm just over it. It's been a long time. So let me go in here. Got 5 minutes. Back in the rubber band. Yeah. I went to lilac, not lavender, even though I feel like they look exactly the same. But one of the texts in there, like, she is like my homegirl now because we have bonded over both going through breakups and moving. She's like, what are you gonna do? I'm like, go home, take a nap. That's what I think I'm gonna do. I mean, it is disgusting outside. Disgusting. I was so busy in there. I don't know what's going on. Business is booming for orthodontia. It's been 45 minutes. This hurts so bad. Like, it never gonna stop hurting, is it? It's been 2 years almost, and it still hurt. Everything, it just hurt all the time. Randomly, like, well, I know I just did this, but sometimes, like, I just can feel my mouth just rubbing against my braces. Oh, such an awful feeling. I hate it. I know I said this before on here, but how do they let little kids do this? They be 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, oh, my baby. I would be crying all the time. Why? But I'm going to get my child braces because I'm not going to do them like my mama did me. I didn't grow up in a teeth family. Everybody went to the dentist, but nobody got their teeth fixed. I don't know. It just wasn't a priority. I just feel like my family just wasn't vain enough for me because my level of vanity is very high, and it just wasn't, to my standard. I feel like I'm probably going to give some child a complex, but I feel like my physical appearance wasn't as important as like my schoolwork or, you know, my career or stuff like that. But I think it's like kind of equal. So I had to figure all that out on my own. So if I had just had braces as a child, I said this the other day to somebody, I was like, I would have given up the viola so she could have put that viola payment on the braces. If somebody had just said, hey, you know, you could get braces, but you're doing a lot of things already. Like, I ain't got unlimited money for all these payments. I would have probably said, you know what? I know enough viola. Hi, it is September 12th, and I need to look and see when I go back to the orthodontist, because my rubber bands have been hurting me. And I came in here to sit back down at my desk, and I said I was gonna put my rubber band back in my mouth. Now, where is the rubber band? Rubber band's nowhere to be found. And then, you know, I'm not real eager to go find it because it hurts. And it is pulling so bad. And I'm feeling a lot of air and like, what's that feeling? Like spiciness. That's not the word. Stinging? I just feel a lot of air here. And I'm like, why am I feeling like it's creating a gap over here? I'm done. I think I go back sometime this week, but I need to know how much longer this is going to be because I am exhausted. I don't want braces anymore. It is September. I know 2 years was an estimate, but it has to be. I need them off in 2 months, and I don't feel like it is happening. What is that? This side? This side looks great. This side looks like shit still. This side's been looking bad the whole time because that was where I already had a gap. And then I got a tooth pulled so they could make more room to push my teeth back. And I'm like, when is it gonna be done? At this point, it already hurts so bad. So I'm willing to undergo extreme pain. When is it over? When will it be done? I can't take it anymore. And I'm probably I just have to get my mind right to say things because I say it come off really bitchy. I just can't do the little bitty milestones. I need to see the big picture plan right now. Because every time it's like, oh, we're still working on closing that gap. See you later. That's not enough for me. When is the gap going to be closed? We can't be working on closing this gap for a year. What are we doing? It's just so frustrated. I don't know where my rubber band is. And I don't want to put it back in. Okay, this is where we're at right now. It is September 25th. Very, very gappy over there. I think this tooth is finally in the right spot. It's where it needs to be. Hopefully we're making progress. I only have 2 more payments. So I don't really know what happens after that. I'm like, this is not done. It's not gonna be done in 2 months. So we'll see. I still have to wear the rubber band. I don't know what we're doing, honestly, and I'm annoyed because I don't really want to move that tooth anymore. I'm not the orthodontist, I understand. but I just want to close this gap. I don't want any more gaps. How can you be in braces for 2 years and still have gaps? It's very, I don't know. I just feel like it's such a slow process. Hello everybody, it is November 15th. I've had my braces for 2 years and today I made my last payment on my braces. I'm very frustrated because look, I'm still wearing braces and I have a huge gap. The gap originally was here. Thank you. I'm so glad it's not here, but now it's here. So I have an appointment, I think on the 20th. So I'm gonna be like, hey, what's the, like, give me a, I just can't live in confusion. What's happening? Like, what we finna do? I'm supposed to be wearing a rubber band on this one, but I am convinced it's going the wrong direction, and I'm not an idiot. I mean, it's happened before, so I'm just not really wearing it. I feel like it's where it needs to be, but I'm just like, how are we closing this? Because this is fine. Great. Close this till we take this off, because my birthday's coming up. I'm going to be 37. Do you want to be 37 in braces? I don't. Because I don't. Hi, everybody. I went to the orthodontist today. It is November 20th. It has been 2 years since I've had my braces, and I have made all my payments. So they're paid for, but not done. So I got a new like rubber band formation I'm doing to supposed to be like closing this gap, because this is my frustration, because it's been 2 years. And you know, I didn't want to be a Karen when I went in there, but I don't like the way they say things to you, because they're like, we just can't control your teeth. Okay, but you've had 2 years. And I did have some setbacks where some stuff didn't work, and I feel like that like threw me off a little bit. But what's been going on is that my life no longer works with the braces. So I already moved from the city I was living in to the like an adjoining city. So now I have to drive to the orthodontist, whereas before it was like 3 minutes from my house. So now it's like 15-20 minutes, and that's adding layers to this. So I've been doing that and driving from all over the place since May. So that's been 6 months. I've been trying to work with it, but it's probably becoming something that I can't deal with anymore, because I will be starting another job. And this whole time I've been working from home, so I was really flexible, but I'm gonna be starting like an in-person job, and it's also not in my city. It's in another city that is an hour away. I talked to somebody in my personal life about this, and they were like, could you just maybe go to the appointments as soon as they open? And I hadn't thought of that. And I'm so glad that I talked to them about this, because sometimes I don't see things. And that is why I have to talk to people, because I only see the problem. Like, I don't come up with solutions very well. So that is the solution. I'm just gonna go to the appointment. I didn't schedule it for December. I scheduled it for like the second week of January, because I thought that would be like enough time where I could maybe like be able to go to another appointment. I don't want to have to go to an appointment like 2 weeks into a new job. I scheduled it for like, I'll be at the job like 6 weeks by then, hopefully. And then they said that there'll be like flex time. I know that means you're supposed to be working, but if I scheduled 2 appointments. One's at 8 and one's at like 7:30. I wasn't anticipating like still being in braces at this point, because I really didn't think I had like a really severe situation. And I do like watch other people's videos and read other people's like posts on Reddit about their braces, and I'm like, some people have braces, I feel like they have crazy teeth. I know everybody has different teeth, and I know I'm older, so my teeth have been my teeth for longer than, you know, somebody who's, you know, 17 or 20 or whatever. I'm twice as old as them. But I'm like, they'll be in braces, they'll have some crazy teeth situation, and they'll be in braces for a year. They'll be like, I got my braces off. And I'm like, what? Why are my braces not off? I'm trying not to compare. I understand that 2 years was the estimate, but at this point, I still have a very large gap. What are we doing? So, the last thing we were doing, this tooth, we were moving this tooth so it could line up with the tooth underneath of it. And I felt like for my last appointment, I wore my rubber bands for maybe like 2 days, maybe like 2 weeks. And I was like, oh, it's there. So I just stopped wearing it because I thought it was rotating like this way, like the wrong way. And I'm not an orthodontist, but I've had the braces for 2 years and this is my mouth. So I kind of knew what I was talking about. So when I went there today, she was like, oh, great. It's where it needs to be. And I'm like, yeah, I know, because I stopped wearing a rubber band a month ago. They're like, the longer you go between appointments, like the less tight the rubber bands get and the less like work is being done on the teeth. I understand that. But now I'm at a point where I've been coming to these appointments for 2 years regularly and I don't have the time anymore. I just don't have the ability to be here. My birthday's coming up. I'm going to be 37. I got these braces when I was 34. I don't want to have the braces on anymore. This is what I don't want to happen. I do not want to be giving birth with my braces. That's where I am in my life. That's the next thing I want to do. I don't give a fuck if I get married or not. I'm having a baby. I don't know who my baby daddy is. I'm having a baby. I don't want the braces on. My appointment is at 7:30. It's 7:24. It's taking me forever to get there. I'm like, it's traffic? I never come this way this time of day, but it's like traffic. Oh, it's construction. Oh, Lord. So I was like super worried because I just started a new job and I was like, I don't know how strict or like flexible they are, but obviously I was I was very concerned, but so that's why I scheduled this appointment so early. But they basically told me as long as I'm there between 10 and 3, it's fine, which is like my experience, especially as an attorney. They don't really care too much as long as like you do your work. But I don't know. I had never worked for this specific company before, so I was like, I don't know. I thought it was gonna be stricter, and I thought like the dress code would be strict. Like it's not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking, but I think I'm gonna pick like a blue color. I don't think I've ever done a blue. I've done a green. I might as well just do new stuff because I'm like, hopefully I'm not in them too much longer. But this last like 6 weeks or 8 weeks or however long it's been, I feel like not a lot happened. I don't think I wore my rubber band super well, mostly because it had to go on 4 teeth, and it's like really, it wasn't easy to do it. Like I can't do it like unless I have a mirror. With the other combinations, I was able to do it like just with like muscle memory and like knowing where my teeth are, but this one I like couldn't do. So I feel like it was making me less inclined to put the rubber band on. So I haven't seen a lot of progress. It's really frustrating, and they're just like, we can't control how fast your teeth move, and I understand that, but like, is that not the point? And it's been 2 years, and I had a birthday, and now I'm 37 with braces, and I hate it because I see people on the internet, and I saw a girl the other day. She was like, I'm 29 with braces. I'm so old. And I was like, girl, these aren't the cutest. You know, it's whatever at this point. It's whatever. So I had to mention that tooth again because I feel like it's tilting. And I've scheduled appointments for next month and for April. Gotta keep wearing the rubber band. Still a big space, blah, blah, blah. I think I'm gonna be in braces until the day I die. That is how I feel. I am incredibly dramatic. I am aware of that, but that is still how I feel. And this is my life. And I can feel how I want to feel about it. And I'm like, I'm just trying to suck it up. But I hate it. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm up to go to the orthodontist because Annette of multiple months ago thought she had a serious job. She does not. Nobody cares. So I made an appointment for 7 a.m. because at the time I thought I was gonna have to be in my office an hour away at 9 o'clock. I've never had a chain on the bottom before. I don't know. I'm gonna go with it. I obviously don't know. It was a different orthodontist today. I've never met him. So this is what he decided. And you know what? Okay, if it's gonna close this gap. Because I can't. How long has it been? It's been 28 out of 24 months. Does that sound right to you? No, it doesn't. I was like, this is why I'm annoyed. 24 months is a long time anyway. Isn't that like an elephant's like gestational period or something? Oh my God. I have been doing this for so long. I have broken up with my ex-husband, got divorced, moved to a different city, started a new job in a different city than the one I live in, the one I used to live in, sold my house, bought a new house, still had these braces on. That's how long it's been. Bye.